Despite advancements in technology and economic growth in many parts of the world, some nations continue to struggle with extreme poverty. War, political instability, corruption, and climate challenges have kept these countries trapped in difficult conditions. Today, we'll explore the 10 poorest countries in 2025, ranked by GDP per capita, and take a closer look at the issues they face. South Sudan, GDP per capita, $960. Since gaining independence in 2011, South Sudan has faced continuous civil war, ethnic violence, and economic mismanagement. Although the country possesses significant oil reserves, corruption and conflict have prevented this wealth from benefiting ordinary citizens. The majority of people lack access to basic necessities such as clean water, healthcare, and education. Many rely on subsistence farming, but unpredictable weather and instability make food shortages a constant threat. However, peace agreements and humanitarian efforts are striving to bring stability, offering a glimmer of hope for the future. Burundi GDP per capita, $1,010. Burundi, a small and densely populated country in East Africa, continues to struggle with economic hardship. More than 80% of the population depends on agriculture, yet the land is overused, and droughts make farming unreliable. Political instability and corruption further limit economic progress, making it difficult for businesses and foreign investors to thrive. Poverty has also contributed to malnutrition, limited access to education, and poor healthcare services. Despite these challenges, grassroots organizations are working to improve agricultural productivity and provide better opportunities for Burundi's future generations. Central African Republic GDP per capita, $1,310. The Central African Republic is rich in resources, including gold, diamonds, and uranium. However, decades of conflict, rebel insurgencies, and government corruption have prevented economic progress. Armed groups continue to control large portions of the country, making it difficult to establish stable governance and security. As a result, access to healthcare, education, and clean water remains extremely limited. While international organizations are providing aid, lasting peace and government reforms are essential for CAR to break free from the cycle of poverty. Malawi GDP per capita, $1,760. Known as the warm heart of Africa, Malawi has a friendly and resilient population, but economic struggles continue to weigh heavily on the country. Agriculture dominates the economy, yet soil degradation, deforestation, and climate change threaten food production. Malawi also has one of the highest population growth rates in Africa, putting pressure on already fragile infrastructure, healthcare, and education systems. Malnutrition remains a widespread issue, especially among children. However, the government and international agencies are working to diversify the economy by investing in education, tourism, and renewable energy. Mozambique GDP per capita, $1,790. Mozambique has enormous potential due to its natural gas reserves and rich agricultural land, yet poverty remains widespread. One of the biggest challenges is the ongoing insurgency in the northern part of the country, where extremist attacks have displaced hundreds of thousands of people. Corruption has also played a role in slowing down economic progress, as mismanaged funds prevent necessary investments in infrastructure and public services. In addition, Mozambique is highly vulnerable to natural disasters such as cyclones and floods, which frequently destroy homes and farmlands. Despite these difficulties, major development projects in the energy sector could help Mozambique recover in the coming years. Somalia GDP per capita, $1,900. Decades of war and instability have left Somalia in a fragile state. The country continues to face threats from extremist groups, piracy, and political unrest, making it difficult to build a stable economy. Many people lack access to basic services such as healthcare and clean water, and food insecurity remains a severe problem. Despite this, some regions of Somalia are experiencing slow but steady progress, with growing investments in telecommunications and agriculture. If security improves, the country could begin to rebuild and provide better opportunities for its citizens. The Democratic Republic of the Congo has a GDP per capita of $1,910. This nation is incredibly rich in resources, boasting vast deposits of cobalt, gold, and diamonds. But decades of war, corruption, and illegal mining have kept the nation in a state of poverty. Armed groups continue to exploit the country's wealth, leaving much of the population without access to proper healthcare, education, or economic opportunities. Many Congolese people live in extreme hardship, surviving on less than $2 a day. However, if the government can gain control over its resources and reinvest wealth into society, the DRC has the potential to become an economic powerhouse in Africa. Liberia GDP per capita $2,000. Liberia is still recovering from the devastating effects of civil wars and the 2014 Ebola outbreak. The country's economy remains fragile, with high unemployment rates and weak healthcare and education systems. Many rural communities lack access to clean water and electricity, making daily life incredibly difficult. However, Liberia has shown signs of improvement, particularly in its education sector, as more children are gaining access to schools. With continued investment in infrastructure and public services, Liberia could slowly rebuild its economy and create better opportunities for its citizens. Yemen GDP per capita $2,020. Yemen remains one of the poorest countries outside of Africa, primarily due to the ongoing civil war that has devastated the nation's economy and infrastructure. Millions of people are facing food shortages, and the healthcare system is barely functioning. The war has displaced millions, leaving them dependent on humanitarian aid for survival. While international efforts are being made to resolve the conflict, long-term stability and economic recovery will require major political reforms and international support. Madagascar GDP per capita $2,060. Madagascar, known for its unique wildlife and stunning landscapes, faces severe economic difficulties. The country is highly vulnerable to climate change, with frequent droughts and cyclones damaging crops and infrastructure. More than 75% of the population lives in poverty, with limited access to clean water and healthcare. However, Madagascar has potential for growth through ecotourism and sustainable agriculture. If investments in these sectors increase, the country could gradually lift itself out of poverty. While these nations face immense hardships, there is always hope. With the right policies, investments, and international support, economic growth is possible. What do you think can be done to help these countries move forward? Share your thoughts in the comments below. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more insightful content.